Hi Pisces, welcome to your October reading. This is just a tarot card reading for October. Members, I'm going to do an extended for this, so go and check out the video linked in the description. Also, there's a second Pisces video I just put out for members preview, which is love for the rest of the year. So you guys get two. Because Pisces went last in the love preview series, I'm going to put you guys first. You just came up that way anyway, and it felt right. So this is not so much an astrology video as it's a tarot video with just messages, but overall, expect changes in your life over the next month. This is a month in which you want to minimize outside stimuli. You might feel overwhelmed at times, or you just will feel like there's too much information going on. There's a lot of, your attention's going to be split in many directions. So you want to make sure that you minimize when you feel like your head's spinning because the world wants too much out of you. Then maybe it's a time for you to kind of quiet things down. Okay? So why don't we take a look at your first card? We have the Four of Pentacles. So sometimes this is called a miser card, but sometimes that's the best thing we can do for ourselves, which is in some way take a step back. Don't open ourselves so much. There's a lot going on for you within your heart and within your soul level. There's a lot of kind of thinking that you're doing about your life, about where you stand in life, about what you want out of life. And so you may feel as though at this time you will want to be sort of on your own or taking some downtime to think about things. The next message is the Page of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, secondary transits in Earth. This is could be that energy. That's just a general guideline, but what this represents is very important. New information will come into your life, and I think it's going to be linked to some transformation that's happening in your life at this time. A person may tell you something that's insightful, or you receive information from another person, a third party, and it's going to set you off on a new path. You're going to see something that you have in your life already from a new light, and you're going to be like, oh, I never thought of it this way. The next message is the High Priestess. Okay. And so what this represents is, for female Pisces out there, this is your core energy at this time. Trust your intuition. Your intuition is going to be turned back on in early October. So as Jupiter and Saturn go direct in your 12th house, your intuition is going to spark and it's going to turn on. And I feel as though some of you may want to doubt your intuition at times. I'm not believing this, this isn't true, but I think that your intuition is telling you wonderful things or important things. Then we have the Hierophant next. Okay, so this is the card of Taurus. This is the card of Venus. This is the card of the masculine. And so these cards are very kind of complementary, aren't they? This is the receptive principle. This is the directive, the feminine, and the masculine and the sacred energy. But the Hierophant represents institutions. It represents education. It feels as though that if you're dealing with men at this time, expect them to come to you with knowledge they have gained in their life. They have come to learn something, discern things about their life, gain a better perspective about their life. They're coming to you changed. They're coming to you with life experience, and so therefore their behaviors are going to be different. I feel as though there's a returning of men into Piscean life. And if you are a man, you feel as though at this time your the truth within you has been renegotiated, that you have learned certain things from your life, and from that learning you're approaching life on a different level. We have the Six of Cups next, which is Sun in Scorpio. Expect very warm group energy around you at this time, Pisces. So people around you are very forthcoming. You have a lot of loving friends. There's a lot of people who care about you. If there's been a factor that has been keeping you away from friends, if there's a factor that's been keeping you away from friends or keeping you isolated for whatever reason, that factor is going to be removed. And I feel as though that's possibly gone on for the past 5 or 6 months, in which there was something that was keeping you from your network, the people who really care about you, the people with whom you really connect with. Okay, so here is the next message. We have the 10 of Swords in this energy. You have to, there is a closure with regard to a family member that's going on for you as well. There's like a fork in the road, no stepping past this point sort of energy. There's saying goodbye to a family member, or saying goodbye to a situation involving a family member, finally accepting that something has passed. There's definitely closure with regard to a family situation. This may involve money for some of you. So some of you are dealing with money, with family members, and there's big closures with you early on in October even. And it might actually start with the new moon in October in Libra. I think it's on the 6th, right? On the 5th of October, there's a new moon in Libra. And so with that, there may be renegotiation of finances. And it's a situation that probably has already been going on before. So this is nothing new. This is something from the past. And then we have the Devil, which is Capricorn energy. Okay. And so what this represents is there's this... I feel as though there's resistance from someone. There's someone who's not budging. So this is you, but it's also someone else. Maybe you have to put up your boundaries because someone around you, particularly maybe someone within your family, is not necessarily being so open. And it's like enough is enough, of being open. Maybe it's time to step up your boundaries to meet theirs a little bit, because it's become a one-way street. But I feel like someone is really digging in their heels. You have support from friends. That's not the issue. But there's someone here who's really digging in their heels, and they're not being as forthcoming as they could be or could have been. Okay, then we have the Emperor next. Okay, and so this is the Emperor, Aries energy. This is Capricorn energy, just to give you guys some kind of general overview or general hint. I think that for you, there's a really strong energy of discern what you want to do and go in that direction. There's a real dig in your heels a little bit too. Not to the extent of the Devil, right? Not to the extent that you're not seeing other possibilities, but dig in your heels a little bit about what's important to you and move forward with that, especially things to do with how your life is lived, work things and so forth, those kinds of things. We have the Page of Wands, a Sag, a Leo, or an Aries, secondary transits in Earth, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. I feel as though you're departing something in your life. You're beginning something new, and I think you're doing it kind of on your own. I think you're doing it away from other people. You're making certain decisions away from people. Overall, for you at this time, Pisces, whether you're Sun, Moon, or Rising Pisces, there's a big turning back inward. You're turning inward through this next 6 months. There's definitely a private energy to your readings at this time, and that will continue. There's a very introspective element that's going on right till the end of the year. And a lot of growth happens in your private space. So I'm not surprised that you may be taking a different direction kind of outside of your relationships with other people. Then we have the Six of Pentacles, which is Moon in Taurus, exalted Moon. I feel as though financially something really good is coming your way. Something to do with either a payment for something that you have been waiting for, or possibly it is just money coming in from kind of someone who owes you money, possibly someone who owes you money. It doesn't feel as though it's warranted. Like it doesn't feel like a gift so much. It feels much more like it is your money to have received. So money coming in, that could come as early as the 5th of October as well. So that's exciting. And yeah, so there's a lot of that. Some of you have learned financial lessons in the last couple years. So this is a longer message. Some of you have learned your lessons financially, and this is a time in which you get a boost financially. And so you want to make sure that the lessons that you learned in the past couple years are in some way, you honor them, that you still abide by the things that you had learned, and that you do not kind of ignore what you have been learning. So if your lesson, for example, is you shouldn't lend money to friends, because whenever you lend money to friends or family, let's say family, because this is 10 of Swords, you get burned every single time. This may be a lesson in which you get this financial boost, and maybe something comes up in which someone comes asking you for money and you're like, I can't. I've learned my lesson. It's kind of my Achilles heel. It's the thing I can't do. It's the thing I suffer when I do. So learn your lessons, apply whatever financial lessons you have learned as cyclical patterns in the last couple months, or in the last couple years, excuse me. And now that a financial boost is happening for you, make sure that you are not ignoring those lessons. It's like a second opportunity financially. Okay, so now this is kind of the second part of this reading is the more external element. So we have the 3 of Wands. I feel as though there's a message here about being quiet until a decision comes in. So maybe you're waiting on a decision, or maybe there's been something that's been outstanding. And so this is saying be quiet until a decision comes in. Be quiet and don't stir the pot too much. This decision will be in your favor, but there's a level of waiting for a circumstance to work itself out. And you've done your work, you've put your energy into it, and now wait for the consequences, the positive consequences. Then we have the King of Wands, a Sag, a Leo, or an Aries, secondary transits in fire. If you're in a relationship with a fire sign and you don't know what's been going on between you and them, this is a message specifically for those of you with a relationship with a fire sign with whom there's been no contact, or there's been an on and off again relationship. This is really saying that this relationship will persist despite the fact that there are problems that are going on, and it is going to resolve, and it is going to figure itself out. I feel a great sympathy from this person towards you, and they don't have to be a sun sign, fire sign. They can have any significant fire transit. But it's the King of Wands. It says it to me very specifically. So this person is solid. This person has genuine feelings towards you, good feelings. And even though it feels like a lot of miscommunication, a lot of being not on the same page at the same time. So I think it's going to resolve really shortly or soon. Okay. So we have King of Swords next, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, secondary transits in fire, Sag, Leo, or Aries. This isn't so specifically about an air sign king. This is a message about a change and transformation with someone who is rigid. So we're getting this energy of someone who's rigid, dogmatic, someone who kind of forces you into things. Your boundaries are so flexible and malleable. You know, you're easygoing. Many Pisces are, that you tend to be around a lot of despots because you put up with their energy where other people would cut them out, like a Virgo like me. No, personal boundaries. We're the polar opposite in a sense with that. And so this King of Swords energy might finally be, this relationship may be fundamentally changing for you, or it might be ending. And I wouldn't be surprised if many of you are not dealing with people that are, bossy, rigid, and so forth. Okay, let's see the next energy. We have the Fool energy, which is Uranus in this message. So carefully towards your new beginning. I'll do much more content on this energy at this time. I'm trying to formulate how to deliver all the information, right? But I thought, let's do a tarot card reading and do things separately. But yeah, there's definitely a new beginning starting for many people, including you. This is saying that it's going to take time and that you should be patient. So don't necessarily, rush this one. Don't rush this one. Okay, we have Page of Cups. Oh, we have 2 cards. So I'll put this together. This is signifying that somebody might be approaching some of you guys as a friend because they have financial problems and they want to get help. This might be a problematic situation you may want to avoid through the next month. Somebody could be really buttering you up, giving you a lot of love, giving you a lot of affection. There may be ulterior reasons why they are doing that. Okay. Then we have the 4 of Swords energy. Sorry about all the noise. 4 of Swords is Moon in Saturn in Libra. So we have in this position, there's been many of you have been waiting for a long time. There's been a waiting period, a holding period in your life, and I think that you're on the crux of starting to get going in new directions again, but I think that there's still a bit of a wait period, and so that wait period is ending. It's going to change at some point between October and November. And frankly, if I were a Pisces, or if I didn't have lots of air, I have strong air elements, so the next month will be a month that I resonate with. But if I did not have those placements, if I was just all earth or water, I would be very hesitant to get in the middle from this point on, from September 23rd until November. I would be very hesitant to really push forward too fast. Everything can start slowly, but just give it some time to reorient. Give yourself some time to think at this time. Good things will come to those who wait. And look, then we have the Hangman. So it's saying, yeah, definitely wait, rest, take a breather, go slow, allow things to work themselves out one step at a time. Okay, there's a big shift. I'll talk about it separately with all the outer planets moving direct, right? They represent the outside world, structures, higher principles, and so forth. There are also aspects of ourselves, but that's more subtle. Anyway, they're in the area of your chart that is governing you, your personality, your internal thoughts, which means that as this huge shift happens throughout October, you're going to be doing a lot of inside work, mental work. There's going to be a lot of figuring things out, Conversely, there's a Mercury retrograde happening throughout October, almost the entire month. And that's happening with you and your relationships with other people, specifically of a financial nature. So give it some time. The outside world will be shifting quickly. You will be moving slow. So be the master, go slow, focus in, and so forth. We have the King of Pentacles next, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, secondary transits in fire, Sag, Leo, or Aries. You're getting a lot of Emperor cards. There's a lot going on that is of a financial nature, that is of a business nature, that could be happening behind the scenes. If you're dealing with an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and if you're not in a relationship, whatever it is, there's hidden feelings there. There's secret feelings. There could be admiration. If you're within a relationship, there's things that you need to talk about. But there's a mystery around this King of Pentacles. This could be also a boss. I also got the impression that If you're dealing with a boss, they're handling money, there's something you will need to know about that situation. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, secondary transits in Earth, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Great friends. I really feel as though your friends are going to step up through this period. They're going to give you a lot of love, a lot of support. You'll know which way to go. Don't force the issue. Don't go against yourself. Don't doubt yourself. All those things are very important for you at this time. And then we have the outcome, the Nine of Pentacles, Venus in Virgo, the successful money. Money's going to be very solid for you on the outcome of everything that happens in October for you. So maybe in October itself, your money remains stable, but something you begin, where you look, where you start, there's good things financially. And look at this, you're attracting low vibrational people with money. People who, you know, manipulate others to level out themselves financially, you know, that kind of thing. So that person is gassing you up or you know, love bombing you. That's the kind of energy here. But it's not necessarily a love situation, like a friend who like showers you with love, but you only hear from them when they have a problem. Seven of Wands, you defending yourself against everyone else. Defend against everybody else's impositions and so forth, and all these energies. So Pisces, I hope you enjoyed this. I haven't done a reading like this for individual signs in a while. I hope you guys have fun with it. I'm going to do an extended, which is a clarifier for every single one of the cards for the members, and that's going to be linked down in the description, as well as your love for the rest of the year. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Talk to you soon. Bye.